Scottie Scheffler has marked his name in the history of golf already at a very young age, and since then, there hasn't been one day without practice for him. Well, that's probably one of the reasons that he's become such a good golfer. To have an A game in sports, practice is the key, and that's what Scottie works on with complete focus. The good news for all the Scottie fans out there is that this video is going to cover his best moments on the PGA Tour. Some of you might not have seen before. Before moving on, we need to have a little insight into what this talented young golfer is. Scott Alexander Scheffler was born in New Jersey in June 1996. 6 years later, the family moved to Dallas, Texas. When he was 3 years old, his parents gave him a set of plastic golf clubs and a ball, sparking his passion for the game. After relocating to Dallas, Randy Smith, a golf coach who led Justin Leonard to victory at the Open Championship in 1997, provided Scheffler with golf lessons at the Royal Oaks Golf Club. When he was younger, Scheffler had a lot of success. He won an incredible 75 times on the PGA Junior Tour, while competing against players like fellow Dallas area native Will Zalatoris. Scheffler had a small physique and was just 5 feet tall when he started high school. But he went through a significant growth spurt and soon reached over 6 feet in height. As a result of his growth spurt, Scheffler suffered back issues, especially during his sophomore year. In 2016, Scheffler qualified for his first U.S. Open, opening with a strong 3 under 69 in the first round, but would give shots back during the second round with a pedestrian 78, missing the cut by just 1 stroke. Again in 2017, Scheffler qualified for the U.S. Open after surviving a 4-for-3 playoff to earn a spot in the field. Since then, he has really made a name for himself. He won the 2022 Masters tournament and as of August 2022, ranked as the world's #1 golf player. Number 1. The Masters 2022. 90 players combined for a huge number of shots at the current year's Masters. However, eventually, the whole competition turned only to 2 players and 2 moments. The first moment was Scottie Scheffler holding a screamer on the 3rd hole on Sunday. The second was 9 holes later. Cam Smith dunked his tee shot on the 12th into Rays Creek. The first moment gave Scheffler the breathing space to battle for the green coat. The second gave him the edge he needed for triumph. 57 days after he won his most memorable PGA Tour occasion, 14 days after he rose to #1 on the planet, Scottie Scheffler was now a Masters champion. The 25-year-old Scheffler legit blew away the field, closing with a last round 71 to finish 10 under par, 3 strokes clear of second-place finisher Rory Mclroy. Number 2. The true player of the year. For a golf player who hadn't won on the PGA Tour before the beginning of the 2022 calendar year, Scheffler showed he was something other than a golfer with a good game. Scheffler's success at the Masters in April was his 4th triumph of the year, and he added 4 more runner-up finishes, including the U.S. Open and the Tour Championship. Though he let the Tour Championship get away and he missed the cut at the PGA Championship, it was still a very good year. Cam Smith is arguably the player with the hot hand and definitely favored to win at the British Open and the Players' Championship, yet he was most likely behind Scheffler, even before Smith took the jump toward the LIV after the Tour Championship. Number 3. Despite the fact that there were snapshots of uneasiness, his tee shot on the par 3 15th scarcely cleared the water. For example, the world #1 still remained at the top of the competitors' list. He was 9 under on the week, which is only 2 strokes more terrible than Schauffele. Nobody can envision the unflappable Scheffler being too stressed over his exhibition so far. Despite how agreeable Scheffler might be, however, the putter should make great improvement, assuming that he had to fight off Schauffele and others effectively. After positioning 5th in strokes acquired putting on Thursday, he relapsed vigorously Friday and came in at 26 on the greens. His tee-to-green game helped him out in the subsequent round, yet Scheffler won't have the advantage of his B game, carrying him to triumph at that point. Number 4. You know the wise quote that thinks bigger, much bigger than your expectations? Scottie Scheffler was doing so well through 4 days of intense competition at Augusta National Golf Club last week that he had the advantage of 4-putting the 72nd green and still won by 3 strokes. The world just watched this accommodating, grinning Texan, who was really born and raised in New Jersey, go from zero to hero in a mere 8 weeks with 4 amazing triumphs. It's a quick judgment, but Scheffler might be golf's head honcho for the next 10 years if he continues his stellar play. Scheffler was under a tree and might possibly have had a swing. However, the scoreboard was in his view and he got relief and was able to take a drop around 25 feet away. It appeared to be his big chance. And then at that point, he hit his pitch just a touch heavy and watched it land well short of the green and run back down the bank. Advantage to Smith. But oh no, Smith committed the same mistake, watching his ball roll down the bank and settle close to Scheffler's. Number 5. Scheffler pulled his tee shot left on 16, where it settled down in the heavy Bermuda grass. The immediate line to the green was blocked by thick foliage and pine trees. From that point, he punched his shot into the front left of the greenside bunker, a spot from which he had a better chance of getting his ball close to the hole. His wedge shot was not exactly heavenly, yet he actually gave himself a makeable putt, under 9 feet and down the slope for par. "I hit a decent putt and trusted it to break something like 1.5 feet from the club," Scheffler said. "I don't have the foggiest idea about the point you all had on the cameras. Yet, on the off chance that it was down the line, you would have seen it jump off a smidgen." That was Scheffler's only bogey of the back 9. Indeed, a last round 73 was not what he needed, and one could sensibly expect he assumed he merited the FedEx Cup title in the wake of winning multiple times this season, including the Masters. However, an implosion this was not. He showed an excessive will to win. Scheffler made par putts when he needed to on the 7th from 5.5 feet, the 11th from 5 feet, and the 12th from 11.5 feet. He likewise executed heavenly chips on 9 and 13 from very tough conditions, part of a run where he got par in 5 out of 7 holes. He made birdie on the 8th to recover his performance and the lead after McIlroy evened things up. Scheffler was never out of the competition. In any event, he allowed himself an opportunity to attack on 18 with a birdie, regardless of obviously not being as sharp as he had been the entire season with his ball striking. Well, it's true that he has leveled up his game throughout all these years and continues to give us the best moves of his incredible golf game. Now that you've explored some amazing moments of Scottie Scheffler from the PGA Tour, the question is, what do you think about this video? Jot down your thoughts in the comment section. Share this video with all the golf enthusiasts. And if you liked this video, you might also like this one. Jordan Spieth. What golf fans don't know.